Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome newcomers. I hope you guys enjoy the channel, the tutorials, and become part of this journey with me, with us, one big family. If you have not subscribed yet, I ask you please to do so to help out the channel, and also give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important for us creators. My threads are Portugal brands. I am in Europe. These are 4-ply, similar to Lydia number 3, a little bit thinner. My colors go by number and not by name. Example, like this green, color number 23, color number 30, and color number 40. Now I get questioned a lot, or receive a lot of emails asking about my threads. I do ship it out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams, equivalent to 325 yards. This is a minimum order of 6 in order to cover the shipping cost, because that's just horrendous how the shipping cost is out here. I make nothing out of it, gain nothing out of it. It's more for you guys to enjoy these beautiful colors, because a lot of you love the mixed colors, especially that I do get them out here, which I can't find any around now. But anyway, so, you know, like in the pinks or in the blues, or I'm trying to find other ones, into the brown and Tiffany blue. Anyway, there's all kinds. So if you want to order, you can always go through my email. It's below in the description box. I also like to mention I do have a Facebook Crochet Group, private group, because a lot of scammers out there with the cuts and bits links. You should not open those links no matter which group you're in. They're fraud. And you must have a profile pic in order to be a member in my crochet group, because we don't want scammers in. So I also do have a crochet page you can follow. You can always get a hold of me through there, or through Instagram or TikTok. All of the links are below in the description box. Very easy, just click and join. So, and for the most part I use 2.7 hooks, sometimes a 3, depending upon the project that I'm using. Of course, we always need a small one to tuck in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. Thank you so much, everybody, for your kind words and your suggestions, your opinions, and your requests. I try to fill everybody's requests as much as I can. If you do have questions and I'm delayed answering, it's because of my time zone is different. But I do answer to everybody. God bless all of you, and enjoy the tutorial. Okay, everyone. So a few days ago, I had created and posted these beautiful placemats that I've created for them. Sorry about my voice. I still have very tough chronic sinus. So it's that time of change of climate here in Portugal, and it's just terrible. Anyway, so I've done the 4 placemats. I've done 2 red and 2 green. You can do as many as you want, and you can also go as big as you like. I explained that on the video of the placemats, which I'll leave the link below in the description box for the runner. So I just created the runner for it. And this is the runner, and I wanted to use in the center here the white, so it can match all of them and not just put green, because then I would have had more green than what I'm supposed to. So I wanted to make sure that it matched everything else. So I've done the V's, I'll call them the V's, in the white, and alternate. Another thing with the runner, I explained on the video that you can increase longer if you want, or you can go wider by adding more rows, which I explained on the video also. You can also increase more on the shells, okay? And all the measurements will be below. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. These are done with 4-ply, 100% cotton thread, similar to Lydia number 3. And I use 2.7 hook and a small scissor and a small one to tuck in loose ends. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Give a thumbs up on the video. I will be doing shortly a small video to explain the draw for the Christmas giveaway. This set, alongside another set I had created, will be for the giveaway for Christmas. As a lot of you know, I do giveaways every year for Christmas. It's my appreciation, giving it back to you guys for being there for me and hanging on and supporting me and giving me your beautiful comments. And thank you so much. I can't thank you enough, everyone. Thank you, really. And so shortly, I will make the announcement when the draw date is going to come and how you can participate. So enjoy the tutorial, and thank you so much again for being here. God bless you. Okay, everyone, so we're going to be using 4-ply 100% cotton thread. These are similar to Antlydia number 3. Mine's a little bit thinner. Antlydia number 3 cotton is a little bit thicker, so the pattern becomes a little bit bigger than mine. So we're going to use also a 2.7 hook, a small scissors, and a small hook to tuck in loose ends. Let's get started. I'm going to start off by slip stitch knot, and I'm going to do a chain of 142 chain stitch. 142 chain stitch. I've done my 142 chain stitch. Now, if you want to go bigger, you keep increasing by 4. If you want to go smaller, decrease by 4. I'm going to go in my 4th chain. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, double crochet. I'm going to do double crochet all the way to the end of my chain. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've completed 140 double crochet. On my last one here, my 140, I'm going to go into the same one and I'm going to do 5 more double crochets. So we'll have a total of 6 on this very last one. So I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's for the oval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to put a marker, go ahead. Now I'm starting the very first one of the side. So if you want to put a marker on that first one, probably best for you. So that means I should have 138 on one side, 139 on the other side. Okay, because we're going to do the same thing on the last double crochet on this side. We're going to do 5 double crochets on that very last one. It's going to give it, or actually not on that last one. Yes, on that very last one, we're going to do 5 double crochets, and then with these 3 chains that we went down, that'll be our 6th. Okay, so very simple. So 1 per stitch, and then 6 double crochets on the oval. That's including with the very last one that we're doing, or going into the last one, I should say. So put your marker there and your marker on the last one here. So we'll have 138 on each side and then 6 on the oval. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I'm reaching the very last one, which is that chain that we had turned on the first row. So I'm doing 5 double crochets on the same stitch. 3, 4, 5, and with the chain it makes 6. So if you want to put your marker again on the very first one here and on the last one on this side. Now I'm going to come in to the next one, which is the first one from the side, single 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. And then I'm continuing to do the 138 double crochets all the way to the oval. And once I get to the oval, I'll meet you there again. Okay? So 138 on this side, 138. On the oval, we'll be doing 2 double crochet per stitch. So we started with 6. We'll have 12 on this row, 2 on each end of the oval. Okay, everyone. So I've given myself a head start because it's always a repeat and the same thing on both oval. So I've done my last one of 138. I'm coming in where we have those 6. And I'm going to do 2 double crochet per stitch. So on the previous row we had 6. On this row we'll have 12 on the oval. And then of course the sides stay the same, just 1 double crochet per stitch. And then close in with slip stitch. So you should have 12 on the oval. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then I'm coming back in. I'm doing a single 2 chain, my first double crochet. This is how I start always my rows, but you can start with your 3 chain however you do it. And then continue again doing 1 per stitch until the oval. If you have your marker, then until your marker. Now on the oval, once we get to the oval here, which I'm going to continue and then I'll meet you here because it's closer to restart. So on that first of the 12, I'm doing 1. On the second where we have the increase, I'm doing 2 in the same stitch, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I'll meet you back here again. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the oval point. I've done 1 double crochet on that first double crochet of the 12. On the second one, I'm doing my increase, 2 in the same stitch, into the next one, 1 double crochet, and into the next one, 2 together in the same stitch. Only on the ovals we do this. Okay, that's our increase. Everything else stays the same, 1 per stitch on both sides. Now, I don't know how many rows I'm going to do. I'm going to see how wide I want this. If I'm going to do 7 to 9 rows. So on the next row, again, we're only doing the increase on that second double crochet where we've done the increase. So that means once I've done my 138 double crochet, make sure you have your marker. So I'm going to do 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet, and then 2 together. 1 double crochet into the next one, 1 double crochet, and then 2 together. So 2 alone, 2 together, 2 alone, 2 together. Okay, that's on the next row. The row after that, we'll have 3 alone, 2 together, 3 alone, 2 together. Okay, I'm going to continue mine, and then once I've completed the rows that I think I have enough of the whiteness, then I'll come back to you on it. Very simple. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I've stopped at row 8. So I've done 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On my 8th row, I have 2 together, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th is the increase. Okay, so that means we have 6 increases. Now this row 9 is going to be only single crochets. So I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to do one chain. I'm going to come back in and have my first single. So one per stitch, and where we have the increase, we're going to do 2 singles. That means 6 increases at the oval. On the second increase, we're doing 2 singles. Okay, so 1 single per stitch and 2 at the oval where the increases are. So I'll meet you at the oval. Single crochet per stitch. Okay, everyone, so I've done single crochet per stitch. I've reached my first increase, so I've done 1, and I'm doing my second in the same stitch, and then again 1 per stitch. So no different what we did with the double crochets, doing the increase in that second increase. So here's the first double crochet, and on the second, 2 singles on the same stitch. And of course we're going to do the same thing on the oval on the other side. Oh my God, people, I'm telling you, my sinuses are killing me. It's just horrible when there's that change of climate. Okay, 2 together again on the same stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. This is row 9. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row of singles. Another thing that I want to mention is, should have mentioned before the singles, but anyway, it's never too late. If you want to go wider, then you just have to increase more rows and keep adding on the double crochet the increases, the 6 increases. Okay, okay, so closed in with slip stitch, coming back in, single and 2 chain. That will make my first double crochet and 2 chain for space. Coming back in that same stitch, we're creating V's, double crochet. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to come in my 5th, and then chain 2, come back in the same one, and create your V. 1 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, come in my 5th, chain 2, come back in the same stitch, and create another V. Okay, so we're going to be doing that until we meet where let me just check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means we have the first increase there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to do the 138 double crochet. Well, go over the 138. Anyway, I'll let you know how many V's I have. Don't forget, I've started straight from the very first one we go up. So I'll let you know how many V's when I get to the other oval part. Okay? Okay, everyone. So from the stitch that we go up, that I've started my V, skipping 4, going into the 5th, 1 chain space in between. Now, if your tension is extremely tight, you can do a 3 chain instead of 2, okay? And I have 29 V's, okay? We're entering the oval, so we don't want to be pulling on the pattern. We're only going to skip 3 and go into the 4th. So 1 chain after my 29th V. 1, 2, 3, going into the 4th. Double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet, 1 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3 into the 4th. Double crochet, 2 chain, and double crochet. Okay, if you want to put the marker on your V, your 29th, go ahead. I'm trying to see if I have a marker here. I'm going to continue to skip 3, 4, and then I'll meet you here once I am done, so I can tell you how many I have on the oval. Okay, everyone, so I put my marker on my 29th. I have 12 V's at the oval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and my 12 lands just before the last increase here on the oval. Okay, so it lands 1 double crochet before the increase over here. So 12, and then I continue to do the 29 on this side also. So starting from this one, I already have 1. Okay, everyone, so I also have 12 on this side. The only difference is my last two, 11 and 12, I skipped only 2 and went into the third to make sure that I arrive perfectly with 12 on this oval also. Okay, so on my 10th, I skipped 1, 2, 3 and went into the 4th. Did my 11, 1, 2 into the 3rd. I did my 12. Then you have 1, 2, 3, and it falls into the 4. So it's just a matter of arranging a bit in order to have them come even on both sides. I'm going to cut my thread and I'm going to come in with the red to do my shells. So I'm going to do my slip stitch knot. You can pretty much start anywhere, but I'm going to start on that V where I first started my row, the very first V. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to do a single 2 chain for my first double crochet. I'm going to continue to do 5 total of double crochets inside of this V. So I have 4 and 5. Coming in that 1 chain space, I'm doing a single, coming back in on the next V and 5 double crochets. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way around, including the oval. So 3, 4, and 5. In between V's, single. Again, coming back in the V, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In between the V's, single. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so finished all my shells. I'm going to do my V's again. So starting where I've been starting all of them, I'm going to go into the single and do single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3 chain for space for the V. Coming back in that same 1, double crochet, chain 2 into the next single, 1, 2, 3, and create again the V's. And this is how we're going to work all the way around. Chain 2 into the single, double crochet, and then 3 chain and double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so finished my V's. Coming in with the green now, doing the shells again. And then the next row will be the V's again. And then the last row, shells. So I'm going to do red, green, and red. So coming in that first shell here, where we have, it doesn't matter really where you start, but I like to start where I've been starting. Single, 2 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochet, coming in between shells, single, and repeat again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in between shells, single. So we're pretty much repeating what we did here, Difference is we're having 6 double crochets this time. If you feel that you need to add more, that you find it's not enough for you, you can add more double crochets. It makes no difference on the pattern because we're working only on the singles anyway. You will just probably have to do an extra chain up top when we do the V's. 2, 4, 6, coming in, and single. So the next row will be again V's, 3 chain, and then 2 chain. If you have to do a 4 chain instead of 3, then you can, okay? And so I'm going to continue to do mine, and I'll meet you at the end and let you know how many chains I've done for the V's or even to go over. But I think to go over should be good with 2. 2, 4, 6, and single. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so finish the green, coming back in with the white to do the V's. And I'm going to start where I usually start. So this is where I usually start. So I'm going to come in that single. No different than what we've done with the other one. Single, 2 chain, and 3 more. See if 3 is enough. If not, I can do 4. Chain 2 into the next single. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2 into the next single. Now, if it's too tight for you, you can do a 4 chain here on the V instead of 3. Okay? We're going to do this all the way around. 1, 2, 3. And then my last row, the next row with the shells. 1, 2. For me, it's fine. If you find it's too tight for you, then add an extra chain onto your V. And 2 chain in between V's. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, going into my last row. Now, if you wanted to continue to increase more shells, all you have to do is just repeat and just keep increasing in the middle of the V, 1 extra chain, and also keep increasing on your shell. Slip stitch knot. So I'm going to come in this V where I usually start all my rows. Single, 1 chain. This last one is different. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming in, and single. Single in the center. Actually, it's not single, it's half. I don't know why I did it that way. Okay, so half. Okay, and then single, and then half, and then 6 double crochets again. So half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and half. Okay, single in between the V's, half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets and half. Like I said, if you want to go bigger, all you have to do is just keep increasing. So instead of doing the half and half, then you would do, so here we did 6, you do 7 double crochet, and you'd keep this one for the last row of your shells, as we've been doing on here. Okay. So once I complete it, I'm going to leave the measurement below in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Reminder that this, I keep shaking my phone. Oh my goodness. This runner is with the 4 Placemat doilies. It's for the giveaway, which will be announcing soon how you can participate. This is my gift to one of you winners for the set. Okay, so thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you in the next tutorial. And please give a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, share the video. Sharing is caring. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.